Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Western Kentucky head coach before the game. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltoppers offense will go on the attack first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be...
Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A little release to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Finds his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Wants to throw again. Takes the easy one to the back. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Indiana's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Josh Hoover. Came over from TCU through the portal in the offseason. He threw for 5 touchdowns and a victory last time out. On the run, it's Beebe. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a high.
Oh, a lot of space. The 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Indiana.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Flowers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And run inside. It's Allen. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's a 0. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The Hilltoppers will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Running inside. It's Beebe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, WKU. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Run in the red zone. It's Beebe. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going with the counter play here. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over it. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Rides to the back. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hoover. That pass is incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The throw. Pucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The run inside. It's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. He wants to go deep. Got it down the field. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. There's some room. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And the Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be calling a hot route. Now they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's going to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly, and they were on the same page on that TD.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Carroll. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Claiborne. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Running inside. It's Richard. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And what a great job by the defense, getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
He splits the uprights. That brings him to within 1. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Michigan State looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now back to your game in Bloomington. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. As always, Holly keeping an eye on the injuries. What's the latest?
Indiana's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their quarterback has been terrific in this first half, but he has sustained some hits. I can tell you just from looking at him, his uniform, lots of wear and tear, bumps and bruises. I've seen him talking with the athletic trainer a couple of different times. They've got to do a much better job here in the second half, giving him some protection. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. There's a crease. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it out. It's Carroll. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The short hands. It's Flowers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. On the run, fires downfield. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going over over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might have a chance. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. And down he goes. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
The sure hands, it's shot. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hicks. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And the Hilltoppers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Hicks. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Maybe some room here. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying to run, it's Hicks. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Hilltoppers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Under fire. Buying some time. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They're going to ride this running back. Finding some room. Past the 20. Inside the touchdown, Indiana. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field.
And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive. runs. It's Richard.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Richard. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stopped just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Hicks. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives them some breathing room. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his man. It's Hicks. Fights off a defender. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go right back downfield. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but
looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Throws to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Nice move there. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able
Mississippi. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.